What up, fam? Today I'm going to be using my airbrush to try to put some washes down now. Since I'm making a do-yourself wash, this is some of the ingredients I use to make it. First off is some Liquitex matte medium. The next item is a flow additive flow aid. I actually used two different inks, acrylic inks here. One I used carbon black, and the other one is a burnt umber. And I'm trying to do an equivalent of some Agrax Earthshade. I wasn't really sure of the quality of the wash, so I wanted to test it on a piece before I actually started putting it on the terrain piece. So this is just a piece of white styrofoam that I'm going to be using to make as a concrete barrier that you're seeing here. Normally when I store my airbrush, I like to put some distilled water into it, so there's always some protection against any particulates that are in there. What I did notice when I was trying to spray the water out, that there was some bubbling from the airbrush. I really wasn't sure if it was maybe because I turned it the wrong way or anything like that, so I just took a towel, just wiped it off, and just wanted to go into the session. I was really excited about trying to get started up again. Well, if any of you guys have ever spilled your washes before, you know what this thing is about, so I didn't really want to take any chances since I made it myself. I was really just excited to get into the game here. I wasn't sure really what type of pattern or spray was going to come out. I just, it's the first time wash, so I just want to have some fun with it, try a couple of test patterns, see what it's about. I was hoping a bit more thinner bead, but it is a wash, so you'll see some overspray, some spider webbing, which I would expect from a wash. And I just wanted to keep on trying some things out and see what I was going to get. And well, with this last spray piece, that first piece is done. I was pretty excited, and I wanted to compare it between the original base coat and the wash. And with the washes, I really wanted to go on the next piece and be ready, so I wanted to put it into the drying booth. So as I finished each piece, I was putting in the drying booth and then going on right to the next one. I really found the airbrush stand useful to have nearby, since I didn't have to worry about spilling my wash while I was fiddling around with the tools. Also, that mini air filter and water trap and the quick disconnect were really helpful in streamlining my process. I also want to say that air filter and water trap made it a lot easier for me to hold the airbrush as I was bringing on the washes, so I'm really looking forward to using it again. You'll probably notice that I laid the wash down pretty thick on that last piece, so I put it in the model dryer. And for this last piece, it's the biggest one, so I kind of wanted to take my time. You'll notice here I inverted the model first and sprayed underneath it, and then I flipped the model over and then finished it off by spraying off the top and the floors. It wasn't my best work. I'm sure I made some mistakes, but it did feel the most comfortable and laying down the spray patterns, and I felt like I was doing everything right, at least for laying down the washes. You also notice here that my hand was getting tired. That's only one of the things I didn't like about my airbrush, or this airbrush, because my hand gets tired a lot. So ended up putting the last pieces in the model dryer and then pretty much calling it a day for this particular session. I also like this model dryer because it gives you the option of either using cold air for about 5 to 10 minutes, or you can use the hot air for about 45 to 50 minutes. So I really like the option of doing either. Oh yeah, it's everyone's favorite part about the airbrush. It's cleaning. To be honest, I've actually never recorded myself cleaning the airbrush before, so I just wanted to record it, maybe get some commentary on it. You'll notice here I try to use some distilled water, and I'm trying to use backwashing to see if I can actually use the airbrush's mechanism to clean it, but I just noticed that even by loosening the nozzle, it wasn't working. So it wasn't a big deal. I actually had a little makeup pad here to backfill or backwash it, so that didn't really hurt me at all. If you notice here, I'm just using the airbrush container here. I'm also using a cleaning mixture. It's a mixture of window cleaner, isopropyl alcohol, some glycerin, and distilled water, and I'm just using it to dump it out as well. To do all the final cleanings, I prefer using distilled water. I'm trying to actually put the distilled water, push it through the airbrush to see if I can see anything. If you notice here, I'm just using the spray booth and just spraying out into the open, seeing if I can see any difference in spray patterns. I'm also using a water cleaning brush, as well as some interdental brush picks. I like those because you can get right into where the needle's at and make sure I can clean out any of the small pieces within the airbrush. I also like using these gun cleaning swabs. I like it because it has both a pointy end and like a rounded soft end. So usually you can see here I was really able to get all those final pieces out from the airbrush. Now, no airbrush maintenance can be complete without doing proper transfer pipette maintenance. Now, pipette maintenance is necessary to ensure the pipettes remain in good working condition and function as designed to provide the expected level of liquid transfer. Now, for maintenance, the pipettes should be first washed in a detergent solution, then sanitized by immersion in a sanitized solution, and finally use distilled water as the final wash. Note, some pipettes require additional agitation to fully clean the pipettes. I usually prefer using the interdental brush picks to get inside the pipettes to ensure proper performance. See? Perfect. And finally, before cleaning everything up, I just put some distilled water into the airbrush cup and I depressed the air valve in the filter water trap to remove any condensation. That's pretty much about it. Thanks for taking the time to watch the video. Feel free to leave a comment or press the like button or do whatever y'all usually do for all these YouTube videos. And thanks again for taking the time to watch. I'll see you in the next video. Take care, fam.